Hello good yo-yo people, I'm Nate and welcome to Let's Talk Yo-Yo. Today I have a review for you from Reticulated Return Tops. This is the Death Adder version 2. Alright, here's my review of the Death Adder version 2. All right, so in the hand here, that's what we're talking about. Now, I actually did not play the version 1. I'm not sure all the differences, to be honest. You should definitely check out Reticulated Return Tops social and all that to see maybe if you can kind of track some of those details yourself. So, but this is the version 2 of it. It is a bimetal, as you might have noticed there, and it comes with brass or stainless steel. The one I have here in my hand is the brass version, so it is a little bit heavier with the weight rings, obviously, than the stainless steel. So it's going to play a little different. I have not played the stainless steel one, so there may be reviews out there. I'm not sure who else got one, so you may want to look on the internet here and on the YouTubes and all that stuff and see if you can find maybe the other one to compare it, maybe, okay? But just kind of just assume that it's gonna just have a little bit more of a heft to it, maybe a little bit more balance, but probably not crazy, all right? But I don't know, I like the brass. He gave me the option whenever he's like, hey, which one would you like? I'm like, I think I like this one. I haven't reviewed a brass bimetal for like maybe ever, actually. So anyways, so there you go. I also really like this color. This is the Cool Runnings color, I think. I saw that on their Instagram. I don't know if they were making a joke or if that's actually the name of the colorway. I think that's the name of the colorway. It's a reference to the, you know, the movie Cool Runnings. You little kids, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go search it. All right, anyways, but it's got this black base with this sort of acid wash with the yellow and the green, and I like that. It turned out really nice. Also on there, just talking about aesthetics and all that, if you can focus on there, you can see the little engravings on both sides. There's little snake guy, and then right here as well. All right, so both ends are engraved right there, yeah, very small, nothing crazy, nothing super distracting. The shape itself is an H shape, very comfortable H shape, very classic sort of look there. Opens up really nicely on the gap. And that's a really nice shape for a bimetal, in my opinion, because it's already very going to be rim weighted, because, you know, most are. It is trying to focus on my logo here instead of here. Okay, come on now. I like the H shape here because it just already kind of leans towards a very rim weighted yo-yo, and then you add that bimetal sort of design, and it's just going to be it's just going to be a stable powerhouse, in my opinion. Just from the looks of it, you can kind of presume that. Flipping to the cups here, you have a really nice finger spin bowl here. Very reminiscent of the Adder as well, and has that same look there. It's going to be nice and centering, but also be able to move around a little bit. I mean, you have a little bit of a dome there, but it's not so deep that it's just going to simply lock in there and not be easily able to be popped out and in. So if you're kind of doing more advanced finger spins or something like that, I think that'll be really conducive for that. The shape itself is really going to be nice for grinds as well, and that finish is really nice. Nice little just matte finish, nothing crazy, but the shape itself is going to be really ideal for any kind of grinds. Now those rings there, they kind of remind me, because they're kind of set in the middle there, kind of reminds me of a lot what Two Sick does on a lot of theirs. It's not as flush there, it's a little bit more inlaid, so it's not flush up against the side there. So that it's unique enough, but it kind of does have that reminiscence for me. But it's a nice look. I like that because it is a little bit different. It's not on the outside, it's not on the inside of the cup. It's right there smack in the middle. So again, if you're familiar with what Two Sick does, it's a little bit similar to that, but unique enough on their own that it's not just stealing from them. All right, that's gonna do it for in the hand, I believe. Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna talk about in the hand. Let's go ahead and actually play it and see how it plays on the string. Alright, playing with some ZipLine Prestige string, my signature string from them. If you have not tried this, you're missing out. You should definitely try it out. I have a bunch of other fellow YouTubers as well who are also sponsored by ZipLine, who also have a new signature string, and you should check them out as well. One of these days I am going to get around to interviewing Jeremy and talking about the whole process of how Prestige came about, and we can kind of chat it out. But that'll be another video when we actually have time, because both of us are dads and work and all that stuff, so finding time to do any of that kind of stuff is always fun. But it is hopefully going to happen at some point in the future, right? You can say that, right? All right. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the Death Adder version 2. Again, I have not played the first one, so I only can go off of this one. And I can tell you right now, I like it. I really like it. I think it has a nice heft to it for a bimetal. It's not too heavy, but it's not on the lighter side either. It is the brass version, so it's going to be just a little bit heftier, I think, but nothing crazy. I mean, you're probably talking maybe a gram at most in the difference in the weight. Of course, the weight is also to the rims exclusively, as opposed to maybe switching out like the metal alloy, like 60-61 to 70-75 or something like that, you know what I mean? And so it's all pushed to the rims, which has a lot of benefits. You can tell right away how stable this yo-yo is. That shape, of course, with the H shape, and of course with the bimetal design, it's just a powerhouse as far as how stable it is. Just has a lot of control and really nice spin times as well. Let's see how more control we can have here. Really decent for regens as well, if I can actually bind. The binds are actually really good, that's just me. Yeah, nice and snappy binds. Let's go ahead and do some bearing wraps. Yeah, really nice. The gap's really good. It's very competition focused. You know, most bimetals are going to be anyways, but again, the shape is really great for that, and it's got quite a bit of power and tons of stability. Let's go ahead and do a grind here. Yeah, that shape is really nice. Let's try throwing a little harder. Yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, that shape with that H shape, it locks in really nicely. You can really tell how stable it is. You know, it's hard. I'm double jointed, so my fingers aren't like 100% straight, like a normie. You know, finger grinds are kind of tricky sometimes. Anyways, but any kind of grinds are going to be really nice for that. Let's go ahead and do a finger spin and see how that that sort of dimple works for that. Yeah, you can feel it kind of popping around a lot, but it locks in enough that it's centering. So like, say for instance, if you wanted to pop it from finger to finger, you could have, there we go. You could have lots of control with that, and it's not going to just simply lock in so tight that it kind of just doesn't pop out of that pocket. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Reply yes if you understood that. All right, let's do some rejections. I don't know what all that was, but rejections are really solid on this. You know, it just opens up really nice. You have no wall there. Let's see if that one grabbed a little bit. I think that was me though. Yeah, you have no wall there. I feel like you have a lot of control with horizontal as well. It's keeping the plane really nicely. You have very little string drag there along the wall there. Lots of gap there. That gap's really nice. Opens up super wide. It's an H shape, so it's just going to have just a more flared out, exaggerated gap anyway. So really great for competition style. It's going to check off pretty much every single one of those boxes that you're going to want for competition. On the catch, it's really comfortable as well. You know, it's nice and smooth. Those edges are really smoothed off, rounded off. I don't really feel like I'm having any uncomfortable catches at all. Really just a decent shape. I like those cups a lot. I think that's one of the things that make this unique. Those that there's kind of a little bit of a center weight, just enough that it's stable enough as well. So that adds all to just the design of it. Overall, I mean, it's a super win for me. Let's go ahead and throw one of my tricks, or we're just gonna make up a trick on the fly. I don't know. We'll just take some elements and see what happens. Good enough. So the Death Adder version 2, the brass version. All right. So I really like it. I think, you know, one of the things I talk about in my reviews is it's not just simply is it a good yo-yo or a bad yo-yo based on my personal preferences. Rather, did they accomplish what they were going after? Did they meet their goal? And I do believe, as far as a bimetal that is competition focused, if that is their goal, I believe it is, Reticulated Return Tops nailed it. I think this hits exactly what you'd want. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I love the colors. The whole line of colors is really nice. I like the fact that, and I mean, they're not the first to do this, but the fact that you can choose between brass or stainless steel, or both if you really want to get both, and you can kind of mix it up there and kind of have two different yo-yos that look exactly the same pretty much, but kind of play slightly different. Colorways are really nice on this run as well. They have some solids. They have ones like this as well. And yeah, overall, I think it's a super win. I like the approach to it, and I think Reticulated Return Tops nailed it with this one, and it fits within their line really well and their brand. So that's going to do it for my review of the Reticulated Return Tops. That name's so fun to say. Anyways, that's it. That's my review. Anyways, as usual, good day and good yo-yo. It's still focusing, trying to focus on this. Okay, on the yo-yo.